Hi, I'm Chris from the Carrington Jungle, and it's October 1st, time for another garden tour. In this mix selection, So it's October 1st, and our garden is officially a year and a half old, so what we just had was before and after pictures. Most of the plants are nowhere near that old. A lot of them, or most of them, went in this year. It's just a couple of bamboos and then the cannas and some elephant ears and just a couple little random things. But we really went into it with no plan and just kind of have been changing it as we go. But it's coming along. But this is probably the last lush month of the year. But we'll keep doing garden tours because we're going to put in a shade house, trim up the bamboos and try propagating them. And we've got a bunch of projects for the winter. But we'll get started. The new yellow bamboo is probably, I don't know, 3 months in the ground now. He's thrown 3 shoots and has a 4th coming right there. But he's doing good. We got him from our Loxahatchee trip from Tropical Bamboo, and all of these started out just the same size. He should get 20-30 feet. That'll be cool. Then we've got some cordyline, elephant ears. The pipe vines are really starting to take onto the pergola, which is super exciting. Next year, we should have plenty of shade between that and the bamboos. We'll take out the crepe myrtles, but I think we're going to just leave a few of those branches or trunks or whatever and put bromeliads and orchids and stuff on them, so that'll be cool. Over here, we have our canna graveyard of things we were digging up and potting and selling off. Our ginger. The copperleaf plants, which are taller than the fence now. And we started those this spring with some stick cuttings from my parents' house. So that'll be nice once that's all blocked off. Cannas. The blood bananas are getting tall. And it's got some new little pups, which I'll dig out and, I don't know, start them somewhere else. Or pot up and try and sell off. The Dendrit Calamus latiflorus. He's probably thrown 5 or 6 shoots in the last month or so. They're between a foot and I think some of them are maybe 10, 12 foot now. But he should get 65 feet. He's going to be a big one, so that's exciting. Just gotta wait. Barrel marks. Helicanas, which the large clumping helicanas tend to be a lot more cold hardy than the cannas and have the same look and spread much less invasively. So I would like to get a couple more kinds of them. They're cool. Elephant ear. Bambusa contracta. He was planted, I think, in the 3rd round of bamboos we bought, so this spring. But he's just starting to have them reach full height, and then they'll branch. But there's probably 6 or 8 new shoots in the last month or two. Got our Maui Gold Elephant. I forget which cordyline this is. This fall we're going to make tags like botanical gardens have to and label everything. Helicanas, Alexander palms, maybe harlequin, I don't know, but cordyline. The emerald textilis got the same time as the yellow bamboo. Just starting to go, which that's Bambusa textilis variety. It should get 30 foot. He's just starting to branch out now. There we go, little branches. And the chungi, blue chungi, I think an armadillo or something just kind of smashed him down and broke his new shoots and this branch, but it's still branching out, so I left it just kind of to see what would happen. We'll see, but this is going to look so cool when this path is just through the middle of the giant bamboos, but got a ways to go. Copperleaf, we started from cutting last year. He's back there buried with a Banopsis bamboo that we're going to dig out. But the copperleaf has to be 8 foot or so. And that we'll cut way down in the spring and propagate and get a whole bunch more for free. The Dendrit Calamus Valdes has been our most impressive one this year. He threw 4 big shoots, and he has 3 culms coming up now. And again, this is a 1.5 years old, so compared to a tree, he's going fast. But that's, so you can see my hand versus the culm. But they'll get 60 feet at least. So that's exciting that he's really going. The monsteras love being outside with water. Still a little sunny for them, but they'll be okay. Soon it'll be shady back here. This is an old Hammy Bamboo. He's got 1 new shoot here, and there's another one right there. And him, we bought the same time as the Valdes Florus, but we planted him in the center island, which we took out, and he just, it stunted his growth, but he's doing good now. There's a carrot wood back there we'll cut down, the umbrella tree, papayas that we've all grown from seeds, cordylines, monsteras, sweet potato vines, and there's a little banana. Bamboo Sanana. Every time he throws a shoot and it gets near the power line, something breaks it, and I'm not sure if squirrels are running up there and playing with it or what, but he's doing good. And those power lines are going away soon anyway. FPL's putting in the underground stuff. So that'll be nice. Back there I don't know if you can see it, there's an elephant ear leaf way up there. That's one of the upright giant elephant ears. He's been there less than a year, but I've got to dig him out and move him somewhere better. And I think in this area we might put in a waterfall or fountain in the winter, but not completely sure where that'll go yet, but that's the main place that we're thinking. The back wall of Textilis gracilis, there's 7 of them. They're starting to get some good height now. It's probably close to 12-15 foot. But I'm gonna get back in here in the spring or in the fall, cut back any of the small ones, weed, clean up, try and propagate. See how that goes, because I don't know how to propagate bamboos yet, but we're gonna figure it out and I'll film it. This is more clumping large helicana. It's a different variety than the other one. I forget what it's called. but their leaves are starting to yellow a little bit, but they just need to be trimmed back, and I can split some new ones out. And he's got new leaves coming. Any flowers on that one? Nope. Kiwis, red sisters. I don't know what elephant ear that is. Those were just little Walmart clearance $5 ones. Oak leaf croton, which hopefully we'll get some more crotons next year too. No helicana flowers. Okay. But it's just pretty much the same thing in this bed again and again. Croton magnificent and a mammy. Ginger banana. The giant thorny bamboo that needs a home that's not here. But before, we were excited when they put up a new white vinyl fence behind us instead of the old wooden one. And now you can't even see the fence, which is awesome. The bananas are getting massive. That was one little $15 plant. And it's been in the ground maybe not even a year. Got a friend here. This is Jungle Cat. Hey, Jungle Cat. He just lives back here. Don't know where he came from, but he's nice. Elephant ears. Cordelines. I'm not even gonna walk back to that yellow bamboo, but it's a golden Hawaiian. It's still back there, but he's not been on the irrigation, and I need to redo that in the fall too. But the pump and the new valve system and everything's working great, so I just need to add a couple more sprinkler heads and kind of rearrange where we've got everything. Oops, sorry buddy. Alright, this is another Valdes like the one, the big one there, but this side didn't get water as soon, and just it's been a little slower going over here, but he's doing good now. You can see there's a new shoot right there, and another one right there. So hopefully those two will get 12-15 foot tall this year. And he'll just continue to expand. More monsteras, gingers, elephant ears, sweet potatoes. Our Dendrit Calamus gigantus, still just a little baby, but he can grow his roots all winter, and hopefully in the spring we get some good sized culms off him. Another Lactiflorus, same thing, nowhere near as big as the other side, but he's got two nice new shoots now that are branching, so that'll come along. Mixture of crotons and elephant ears and a cordyline. Don't remember what they all are. Whoops. Yeah. Which, it's been so hot, it's hard to spend much time out here either, but once it cools down we can do a lot more work. More cannons that we dug up and just left laying by a fence, and they have made it their home, which they're going to have to move soon because the boat is going to go in the side yard, and we'll put a white picket fence out to block it off. I've got a big propagation shade house, like 10 foot by 20 foot right there, so we can just keep on splitting our plants and everything. And next year we'll sell off some to pay for what we need, but we'll just put most of the ones we can start in the front yard and landscape the rest of it. Another helicana. Bambusa multiplex gold stripes, there's 3 of them. This area doesn't get much water, so they've just been kind of stunty. This is the Chinese Dwarf bamboo, and he's really doing good now. He's got 3 or 4 bigger shoots this year. But once those all come up, it'll just block out any sight lines that aren't in the backyard and make neighbors invisible. Bunch of overgrown cannas. More cannas everywhere. Bambusa, I forget, Dwarf Buddha's belly. But he's only had 1 shoot, but he's only been in the ground maybe 3 months. It's got that cool Buddha belly look. He'll be exciting next year. Another kind of copperleaf, green and gold color. Doing well. Be able to get a bunch more of those next year off of them. Stromanthes that we got labeled ginger. It was 1 big pot, just like exploding out of it for $15. I split it up into 4, 2 here and 2 back there. We'll sell off 2, keep 2. It pays for itself. So free plants. Got a couple cordylines and crotons, and forget what this thing is. But he looks cool. This is another Latiflorus. We have 3 of these. But he's thrown 4 or 5 culms in the last month or so. And he's catching up to the other one. Starting to, not branching yet, so he's still hopefully going to put on a little bit of height. This is the Eureka Palm we dug out of that person's house at the trailer park for free, which was a nightmare. But it's doing great now. But this palm right here is growing up into the bamboos, so we'll probably cut him down at the base and let some of the other little ones, maybe 1 or 2 of the little ones, come up. And that's the cool thing about the clumping palms, is if they get bigger than you want, or they're grown where you don't want them, you can just trim them, and they'll keep throwing up more. So that's the plan also over the winter. We've got macho fern and our black coral elephant ears, and that wraps all the way around that bed. And we started it off with 1 I think it was $8 little plant. So sprinklers just came on. But if you just start small and cheap and propagate yourself, it's cheap. We haven't bought any, or we haven't paid for any plants in months. We just kind of sell off what we have extra or that we can propagate and use it to buy more. So it's not expensive. Our 2 black bamboos, but 2 more black, starting to get a little height. They're also the newest planting. They were the same time as the chungies and the yellow and the emerald, but they're doing really good. Oh, the Latiflorus. Look at the size of the leaves. That's my hand. They're huge, and it's still a baby compared to what it's gonna do. So that's cool. Cordylines. Mojito elephant ear doing great. This other elephant ear is doing much better. Got purple sweet potato. The sun's getting really bright now, so it's starting to not look as nice. Really cool cordyline. Forget his name. And then this one's my favorite. Don't tell the other cordylines I said that. And then this is all the plants we just propagated, potted up, split off the cell to pay for whatever's next. So all this will get cleared out and go under the shade house when we get it. we can use this for eating and actually enjoying, which will be nice. And then the plan is to do an outdoor kitchen on that slab over there, but we don't have the time or money for that right now. And then Croton dreadlocks, tricolor stromanthia, and Farah's mask elephanier. You can kind of see the new palms now of the latiflorus. So we'll continue to do updates over the winter, but it won't look as lush. We'll be cutting back and trimming and doing some cool hardscape type stuff. But yeah, 1.5 years ago we started this. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.